sitting here with Zac Williams at the end of the 2024 season. Zachy, 2023 last year was a difficult one for you personally and professionally. I guess, how do you look back on 2024 now that the season's all done?
Yeah, obviously it was a very disappointing end to the way we finished up, but you can always take positives out of a season, and for me individually it was just making sure my body was right this year, and I know I missed a few games with a few little niggles, but I think I ended up playing 19 or 20 games across the season, which is considering last year, missed a whole year last year, and then the year before missed a fair chunk of the season too. So definitely positive going into this off-season and next pre-season injury-free, which is really exciting.
Very obvious question, but how good was it to be back out there? Because we spoke in pre-season, the excitement was very real back then, but now that you've done it, how good was it?
No, it was really good. Just to be back out there playing footy. You go from standing on the sidelines watching your teammates play footy and training, and you feel kind of helpless when you're not involved and trying to help out the team to win games and be successful. So the fact I played a big chunk of the season this year, I'm really happy about, and like I said, I think this is the first time in a while at the end of the season where I haven't carried an injury into off-season. So very exciting times ahead.
Take us back to that night in opening round when you ran out for the footy club for the first time in a while.
So it seems like a while now. At the start of the season, round 0, yeah. Well, the feelings I guess I remember were very nervous. Just trying to remember what it felt like to play footy again, and and we got the win that night too, which is always a positive. So I can't really remember. It was all sort of a blur, to be honest. But once we got that out of the way, the season got on fairly quickly. So got through to the end of the season now, and just looking forward to moving on and getting after it.
You were a half-back then. You're a small forward now.
Well, yeah, it's that could change. I think I'll have the ability to be flipped around anywhere, and I think that the coaches like that flexibility with certain players in our team. So to be able to have that ability to play half-back or down in the forward line, it's just really exciting for me to know that I can play in both positions if I need to. Obviously, I need to get to work over the pre-season with all my forward line craft and learning to where to lead to and not to get into Charlie and Harry's way too much. So but it's very exciting to be playing forward, but also know that I can sort of lean on my back craft as well that I've been playing for so long.
Obviously, still pretty raw in terms of the end of the season, but where are you expecting to play your footy next year? Are you keeping options open, or are you expecting to spend pre-season as a forward at this point, at the very least?
I think at this point in time, it's as a forward, but like I said, that can change pretty quickly. As I can see this year, I got flipped to the forward line pretty quickly within a week. So I think it's just a big focus for myself to obviously focus in on my role as a forward and work on my craft in that aspect. But just the ability to be able to go into a pre-season and be fit and healthy and just get after it really. And then when we get into games, I think that's a long way off now, but I think it's really exciting to have those options to play anywhere, to be honest.
I think they've been called the carnies and the skeeters throughout the last few years here.
Yeah.
I guess, what was it like being part of that forward group, and what were the key takeaways from it?
Yeah, going from the Spartans in the back line to the carnies was a pretty big change, to be honest. A few characters in that forward line, so big Charlie up there, and then you have H, who's pretty, he's pretty tame and pretty just black and white, you know what I mean, with what you get with him in terms of the way he plays his footy and the way he celebrates and everything like that. So it was a big contrast. You got your carnies who are energetic and really exciting and, almost like an Energizer bunny really, and then you got the backline boys who are just all about their role and getting their job done. So it was a big contrast, but both were really fun.
I guess now that the year's done, we get the chance to reflect on the year that was in the coming weeks, obviously pending the fact that there's a little arrival coming in the family as well next month.
Yeah, so, go from one busy time in, the back end of the season and footy finishing up, you'd think I'd be able to go off for the next couple of weeks and put the feet up. But, expecting my second child in mid-October, around that mark. So, a lot of baby shopping and setting up things and telling Ayla that she's going to have another sibling come on the way this off-season. It's just... one busy time to another, but really excited to be growing our family, to be honest.
Has she got her head around the fact that there'll be another one?
I think so. She talks about it a lot, and says that she's going to help out and help change nappies and all those kind of things. But you never know until the baby's actually here, till you see the way she's going to act. So could go either way. She could be really good, or she could be beaten up on her sibling a fair bit, I think. So, but at this point in time, she's pretty excited.
You're looking forward to the Carlton creche in 2025?
Yeah, there's a few boys now that are having kids at the club. So I think we'll have to organise preschool or something next year, because there's going to be a lot of boys with kids next year. So, but it's just an exciting time, having the kids around the change rooms after games, even around the club. At training and pre-season, it just sort of changed the environment a little bit, and I'll give Jesse a lot of props that he's pretty good, especially my little one, Uncle Jesse. So but a lot of the boys are still very awkward around the kids, which is very funny.
just to wrap things up, obviously you went through quite the journey this time 12 months ago, but the support from the Carlton faithful, especially for you, has been unbelievable. A quick word on them and kind of their support for you over this year when you got back to playing footy.
Yeah, the Carlton faithful have been very good to me over the last 12 months, especially when I was going through a tough time last year, obviously not playing and wanting to be out there, and going through some personal issues with my family, situations that was going on back home. So the support, the club and staff and players were great. They were my internal support to lean on, but the messages I've been receiving, even this year, now that I'm back playing, from the Carlton faithful and all the supporters has just been very overwhelming, and I've loved every message that I've got in support, and I can't thank the Carlton supporter group enough. Go Baggers.